Can someone emotionally unavailable still love you? That's a great question. Stay with us. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the button. If you got a question, put it in the box. This is a really challenging question because there's some subjectivity to it. The person who's emotionally unskilled, okay, I would recommend they get the book Emotional Fitness, okay, so they can learn to identify, communicate, and express their feelings, because that's a lack of skill. That's not someone who's trying to withhold their emotions from you. That's someone who never learned their emotional alphabet, and in 2 months, they could be incredible. And so I would say that person who is lacking skill, absolutely they love you. They just don't have the skill to be able to share their feelings with you in an adult kind of way. And that's totally trainable. It's not genetics. It's not family of origin. It's you haven't been exposed to the information to get you to be successful. Now, I'm not saying someone who's emotionally closed off doesn't have abuse, abandonment, neglect, or addictions. If they do, those need to be resolved as well. Because sometimes people are emotionally closed off because of their addiction has robbed them of emotional development. In that case, they'll need to get well from the addiction to be able to be more emotionally available to you. Then there is the person who is intentionally emotionally withholding or being shut down. They stubbornly will not share. They could, because you see them do it with other people, but they won't do it with you. In that case, that's an act of will, and that is the intimacy anorexia stuff. Intimacy anorexia is the active withholding of spiritual, emotional, and sexual intimacy. And the characteristics, they're too busy for you. They blame you for the problems in a relationship. They withhold love from you, especially the way you want to be loved. They will withhold spiritually from you. They will be limiting or withholding sex from you, either by not being fully engaged or by just shutting it down. They'll have ongoing or ungrounded criticism of you. Oftentimes have like a negative narrative about you going on in their mind. They control with anger and silence. And you know when you're being shut down. Now, even that person, they could believe that they really love you, but they don't want intimacy. And so they're going to sabotage you and push you away. And if they can make you look like the problem, that's even best, because they may care about you, at least functionally. But as far as them risking themselves for you, that's too expensive oftentimes. And so they will act like you are alone. If you have a need, physical, emotional, you can see them kind of pull away, because you having a need would bring them close to you. And I know that doesn't make sense if you are a normal person, because you would think you want to be close. Well, an intimacy anorexic does not want to be close. And again, you have to look only at the behavior of the person. Someone who is unskilled earnestly tries, okay? They try to show up. They just don't have the skill, kind of like, a little child doesn't have the skill to communicate, but they show up. And intimacy anorexia will shut down. They won't show up. And the more you need them, the less they will show up. Okay, unless you're threatening to divorce them and ruin the image that they're wonderful, you are on your own. And you feel married and alone. We have books on married alone, partner betrayal trauma. All of this stuff is available for you as far as help. But it is very, very hard for someone who's been starved for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I've had couples who've been starved for 30 or more years to say to the other person, I know you love me. They don't feel loved. Their behavior doesn't support love. It supports tolerance. It supports management. But it doesn't support like, you forsook yourself for me. It looks like you're still married to yourself, and we're in a 1+. And I'm the plus that goes around the 1. We're not 2 together. We're 1 plus whatever I can give to you. And so those kind of things can be very, very painful. Now, can they still have strong feelings towards you? Yes. But you may not feel love. And so this is where it gets really subjective. They would probably say, yes, I do love you, but I can't risk myself for you. And you might say, well, if you can't risk yourself for me, then is it really love? And those are the questions you're going to have to answer yourself and for yourself. But please, if you get help with this, go to someone who's already certified in intimacy anorexia. Okay, you can call my office, 719-278-3708. You do not want to go to a general counselor if this is what you're suffering with, whether you're the person who is causing the suffering or the person who is suffering from. You will both be understood if you're dealing with a therapist who understands partner betrayal trauma. Okay, so please do that for yourself. If there's anything else we can do for you, give us a call. We'd love to support you getting on the road to really feeling, married and connected, married and close, not emotionally distant and wondering if you have any value. You want to know that you have value and want to know that the person you're with really does love you for you. So please take the next step for yourself. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. You got a question, put it in a box. And until next time, take your next right step.